Hello, everyone. What are you proud of? Instagram, why do you need to be butthead? Hi, friends. That annoying sound is my bird, who is very anxious because it's springtime, and he's what we call Twitter-pated. And he's shaking the whole desk. Come here, buddy. Why are you being a brat? Stop become. Oh, I'm sorry. What are you guys proud of today? And can you guys over here, can I see your chat? No. Hi, guys. What are we proud of? I'll tell you what I'm proud of. What in the heck? Instagram, we're no longer friends. You and I are frenemies now. Hello, people. You gonna talk to me? What are you guys proud of today? Teacher O'Fart. I love that name. I'm kidding. I'm teasing. Raven! What's up, friend? How you been? Yeah, I wonder, it's not Friday, so I wonder how many of our regulars are going to be here. Instagram's not helping. I wonder if I can even see their chat because of these stupid streaming platforms. They're super glitchy. Stop it. So, anyway, today I had to do a bunch of damage control because Dun got themselves in trouble. So I had to remove all my Dun videos. So I was watching a debater, and I'm here while he takes a second to come back on live. A debate just like competition debates or like politics? Do you know anything about stuttering? I know that it's a pretty neurodivergent thing. For me, it's a executive functioning issue where it goes along with my dyslexia, where it's just like your brain is ahead of your mouth. And it's the same as like my writing is horrible because every other word I mess up because my brain is 2 steps ahead. But I don't know anything like neuroscientifically about it, or I don't know any clinical information about it, just my own experience, and that it's very common with us. I know that it helps if you slow down. It could just be, I would love to see the statistics on stuttering versus Tourette's, because it's an excitatory thing. I feel like it's from a lot of glutamate, where our neurons are just firing like crazy. This bird is driving me crazy. Excuse me, I want to get rid of him. Okay. Let us see. I don't even know how to see if I have viewers on that platform. Wait, hold on. He has different topics, but he advocates for LGBTQ people and women and stuff. Oh, nice. I miss my text messages all the time. Yeah, Jessica, that's for sure. I am Queen Typo. I feel that. You don't, though, what, Joshua? You don't you don't mess up your words when you're writing, or you don't make typos, or you don't, what don't you do? I don't get it. Bliss, hi friend. Formerly diagnosed with ADHD, but 99 sure I'm autistic. How do you feel about self-diagnosis? Bliss, I feel like you're talking to me like we don't know each other. It's 100% valid. You don't even have to, I mean, like, there's so few people who will even, like, diagnose you an adult for autism because nobody knows how to even look for it. No one knows. It's another one of those things where most of the doctors are highly uneducated and they don't have it in their training. And so you've got to go to a specialist, and they're all seeing children because all the parents, want to know why their kids can't talk. So, yeah, it's 100% valid. I mean, nobody's like trying to be autistic. So what's the incentive to diagnose yourself autistic if you don't actually fit all the criteria? So why wouldn't it be valid? You know what I mean? I took speech theory for a long time, and slowing down does help with my stutter. Great. Yeah, there's a little gadget that you can get that you put it in your ear, and it does like a slight delay, so it forces you to like listen to yourself before you start your next word. That's been helpful for some people. I just create a safe space for stuttering is all I do. So I'm like, we'll wait. No worries. Take your time. Oh, it doesn't help with your stutter. Got it. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you. Maybe your stutter is from something different. Like, I'm guessing that if there's different types of dyslexia, so I would guess maybe there's different types of stuttering. Because the type of dyslexia I have is that my brain doesn't think linearly. It's thinking about everything all at once, and so it doesn't take the time to line it up. And that's where my stuttering comes from. But if your stuttering is more like a motor tic, where it's almost like rather than, do you feel like it's just a jumbling of thoughts and you can't put them in the right order, or do you feel like it's an involuntary, almost muscular thing, like a tic? Some comments on this live were filtered, so if your comment didn't go through, you better reword it. My Facebook people, what's happening? Is it because I can't see your comments? Is it doing that thing again that we hate? What are you guys proud of? I haven't heard one thing that anyone is proud of yet. And we've been live almost 10 minutes. Bliss, I'm looking at you. You know the rules. I owe you guys a bunch of giveaways. I've been so fucking swamped. I'm proud of you for showing up tonight. Being the only regular who showed up today. I shouldn't say regular because it's Thursday. My regular has been Friday. And I've missed the last 2 weeks. People, what's happening? Where are you? Where is everyone? I don't understand. What are you guys proud of? What are you guys proud of? Don't make me start reading stickers. Deplorable. Hi, friend. I recognize you because I don't want to call you deplorable. I have lots of ADHD and rage. So that's just Angel. We're just, the only rule is you gotta say what you're proud of. What are you guys proud of? ADHD rage. It's just another symptom of emotional dysregulation. This has been a buzzword lately. Is ADHD rage? So we may as well make a video about it. But it's emotional dysregulation. That's all it is. It's just that it's when you're having that emotion. It's just that you express anger. So anger turns into rage. If you were sad, it would probably also turn into rage. If you were frustrated, my default is crying. So even if I'm mad, I cry. What do you want to know about it? Oops. Oh, and sorry, totally answered that. That's difficult because there's a whole lot of, if you go to any mental health platform, they're all it's like, oh, teach yourself and your children about emotional regulation. And that it's very ableist because their emotional dysregulation is just because they never learned it. But ours is neurological. So how do you fix a neurological problem? Meds. But there's a limited amount. I can't stop you from having emotional dysregulation. That's part of your genetics if you have ADHD. But what I've gotten better at is recognizing the minute I'm triggered and not letting it escalate. And so troubleshooting whatever I can in that moment to disconnect me from whatever is triggering me. So the other day, an example was I have Bird and his annoying ass thing. Dogs were barking. My housekeeper was running the vacuum. I'm trying to concentrate on my homework. I'm feeling that knot in my chest where I'm just ready to in the room, in the other room or something. And I went, no, Courtney, you're feeling it. So what you need to do is just put in your earplugs. Putting your earplugs in, disconnect. So I did. So I just blocked it out and took a deep breath and went, everybody here is just doing as they're expected. Nobody is meaning to anger you. So just take a deep breath. And if you need something else, accommodate it. But there's no need to be acting on the feeling you're having. So really all you can do is intercept the action that you take in regard to your emotion. And that takes practice. It takes practice recognizing it sooner. You have to recognize it before it's too late. You got to recognize it right when you're triggered and go, pause, let me get out of here so I can cool off before it gets to the point where you are acting uncontrollably. And now that I'm about to stop work to get some food and fresh air instead of skipping dinner. Nice one, Bliss. See? That's a good one. Oh, hi. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm proud that I have been giving myself grace as I have started decluttering. Ooh, man, I feel that one in my soul, my sprinkles. I do. I super appreciate that you're doing that for yourself because I feel that. Feel it. There's a lot of shame in that when you start decluttering. I'm proud to be a mother of 3. Nice work, Angel. Especially if you're neurodivergent, you got some high maintenance kids because we're high maintenance. So you got to juggle your own accommodations on top of all of theirs. It's a lot. That is a full plate. I'm proud of myself for just, look at all you guys popping in with what you're proud of. I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of myself for just passing. You're sober! Odd fish, that's amazing. Yay. Yay. You've done so much work to get here. Okay, millennial. You could have used that one text to say what you're proud of, but that's okay. We forgive you. Anybody else? Boopa-doops, was that you saying what you're proud of? I'm proud of you for going to the vet the other day and just being a total champ. 4 hours being poked and prodded without his mommy and no breakfast. And he was just such a good boy. Huh. Oh, monkey. You're the bestest boy. Who else is proud? I don't get any, I'm proud I took a shower anymore. What happened? Aren't you guys proud of that stuff anymore? I'm proud of waking up to another day. Proud of surviving and showing up. Right? I'm thinking I'm missing comments over. I'm skeptical. It's been a bit since I took a shower. Fair. There's other things though, right? I'm proud of waking up to this day. It's difficult. I'm proud of how I handled the bad news today about my biggest sponsor. Just handled it like a champ. I'm tired, you guys. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm also proud of getting ahead on my podcast editing. Have you guys been watching Keeping It Weird? Listen, this next episode is gonna be amazing. I'm editing it right now. We have the brilliant Dr. Dodson. Thank you for the likes. I see your likes. We have the amazing, wonderful Dr. Dodson on the show, and he gives just laying down the truth bombs. I love it. He's amazing. He says all the things we're thinking, but he has 25 years of credibility. So it's beautiful. And I did some fancy camera tricks. It's okay. So I had some mishaps. I actually forgot to record. I forgot to push record on the interview. But I got the audio, and so I'm superimposing his image and stuff. And it's a little awkward as usual. It's on brand, right? But it's good. It's good. I'm excited. And our segments are good too. But he talks about ADHDers with a history of addiction and how and just bursts all the stigma and myths and everything. Find another creator to co-host and make new friends. Hi, Sela. Yes, Poopa Doopas. You want to be on my lap, honey? You want to say hi? Oh, come say hi to people. It's called Keeping It Weird. It's on all of the social medias. It's on YouTube, and it's on everywhere you can get your podcast. What's up, Pooper? The latest episode that's published, this one that I'm talking about gets published on Saturday. But the latest episode that's aired is about empathy. And it's pretty fascinating because we really tear apart empathy and figure out all the different types. Talk about serial killers, and it's pretty cool. That podcast is kind of like my, what do they call it? Labor of love. No, my passion project right now. Yeah, I love it. It fuels me because we get to have you guys, because we have you guys as a live audience, and so we get to interact with you as we're doing the show, get your feedback, and give you guys giveaways. It's fun. I like it a lot because it's much better than just hearing my own self-talk. I get to bounce things off of people and pick people's brains, and off-topic question, but what did you use to dye your hair? I love those pastels. Thank you. Unfortunately, I hate to break it to you that I mix my own colors. So I bought a whole bunch of colors on Amazon, and then I just kind of like a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And it varies every day. So I'm sorry. The general brands, I could tell you. Monkey color is a good one. I think you said before, tough love doesn't work for ADHD. I swear I attract people who do. Oh, Bliss Talk. I'm sorry. It's an old school thing. It's an old school conservative mentality that is proven more and more to be ineffective. Okay, yeah, you could get some results from it, but you're going to be traumatized. So is it worth it? If you can get your kid to do something, is it worth like traumatizing them and giving them that much more anxiety through life? So anyway, I'm sorry, Bliss. Please correct whatever narrative you're hearing in your head, because they're wrong. You're right. So cute. Keep your secrets. Oh, my hair color? It's not secrets. It's a lack of working memory. I don't know the names. There's one that's like, there's a cool magenta color that like comes as a conditioner, except it kind of dyes your hands. So I wouldn't really. I also, you know what I do is I take magenta colors and like a toner, so it'll look purple and kind of gray. And I'll mix it with a bunch of conditioner to dilute it and fade it so that it's a lighter color. And so it'll look like lavender. I don't put that in my hair, but the yellow in my hair evens it out to the pink color. And then I do purple underneath. But even with therapists, definitely. Ew! Bliss Talk. Gross. I'm annoyed that therapists are doing that. I'm annoyed. Ableism is everywhere. Yes, definitely get a neurospicy informed therapist for sure. I don't know if you guys get. No, wait, Bliss Talk. You're in the US, right? It's Raven that's in the UK. Yeah, because I send you stuff. Psychology Today will tell you their specialties and stuff. I have like every symptom of ADHD, but I'm only believing this now at 51. But VA is pulling. Oh, I've heard that story. Oof. I do not envy that. Can you go around the VA? I hear they're getting better about diagnoses. Like they're not so invalidating. Like they're not like opposed to it. They won't like ban you. But still, just the VA in general is a nightmare. Was confirmed dyslexia. Well, there you go. Definitely have ADHD then. That's not actual clinical. Don't quote me on that. But I'm being funny. But seriously, it's very comorbid. I don't know how or who to get. Okay, so if you just need to, if you can go outside the VA and just like go out of pocket or something. I don't know how the VA works in terms of like healthcare and stuff. But if you can go around them and just like go to a doctor out of pocket or something, I would highly recommend doing just typing in like ADHD expert in whatever your state is, and seeing what pops up, and then like read the bios and see what they say. Like, do they talk about treating adults? Do they talk about treating women? Those two things are newer on, like if they say they do, it means that they are updated on their knowledge. And anybody in Texas, by the way, I've got good recs for doctors. I would direct you to Dunn, but they just got in trouble today and got shut down. So I had to remove all of my Dunn videos. You're stupid. Yeah, I'm getting my 5th sleep test instead of ADHD, instead of what? Yeah, I mean, here's the thing, is that there are sleep in Southeast Texas, Beaumont. Well, if you feel like going to Dallas, Fort Worth, that's the same, right? Fort Worth, anyway. Dr. Lynch Purcell's is my favorite doctor in the whole world. And she is the best doctor. So if you, she knows her stuff, she knows meds, she knows all things, and she has ADHD herself, and she's just an awesome person. Yeah. What is the name of her clinic? Let me see. Even if it's a bit of a drive, it may be worth it just for the diagnosis, just for the validating session, and to have someone like who knows what they're doing with meds, because most doctors don't, and you'll end up with bad side effects and method work and so she just opened her own new clinic. I'm trying to find what it's called. She gives some of the meds talks at the ADHD International Conference. It is called, it's right here, I swear, just a second. It's called, wait for it. It's called, let's get to the good stuff. Our Place. So it is like young adults and stuff, but tell her I sent you and she'll see you. No bigs, I think. And if not, she can give you a good recommendation. But yeah, it's called Our Place, and I think it's GTS Health or something. She do video chat or phone interview. I don't think anybody can anymore if they're prescribing things. Just like federal law. I'm not sure. I think after COVID, I think they made exceptions for COVID, but that ended in like I think that ended last year. After, of course, meal of meds. Yeah, I've joined the club. I have just read that some make ADHD worse. Like what? The only thing I can think of that makes my ADHD worse is the special green stuff. You know what I mean? I can't say it because TikTok, I feel like Facebook is not playing nice. I'm going to pick up on them, see if comments are actually loading properly. Well, clonidine is great. That's actually good for, that's an ADHD med, actually. Wait. Yeah. Yeah, that lowers your norepinephrine, right? That's great. I don't know. I'm really bad with brand names, by the way. I'm more familiar with the pharmaceutical name. Is aripiprazole? Is that a beta blocker? Is that for adrenaline? Is that a blood pressure med? My parrot somehow has managed to learn the word mom. Mom. I don't even just said it again. Like, nobody says that in my house. How did he learn that? My daughter has ADHD and autism. Nice. Me too. I don't qualify for a full autism diagnosis, but we're still pulling that apart. because I have real bad sensory issues and lots of rigid thinking. We're still trying to figure out why I don't have the social stuff. I might have the social stuff. It's just that I don't give a shit. And so I never developed like the anxiety around the social stuff. But we don't know yet. What am I doing? What am I doing on my phone right now? Checking on Facebook. Thank you for reminding me. It's been a long week. These are all genetic. Rezo, I'm sorry. I'm usually good at like reading between the lines, but I'm having a hard time with this one. These all genetic cause VA. I don't know what that is. It says it's for mood. What is for mood? I need a little more context, Rezo. She loves drawing. Cool. I bet she's good at it. All right. People comment. So there is one. That's me. It's my comment. All right. Fine. I guess it's working. I just don't have any people on. Fair enough. I usually go on Fridays. But I think I might also be flagged because I did a whole bunch of deleting today. So I'm probably not getting a lot of exposure. I struggle with emotional regulation. I tend to blow up over small things. I'm sorry, former fish. That's pretty standard. My phone does one thing. That's all the bottle said. What bottle, friend? I couldn't understand your sentence. You said, "Oh, these all genetic." What does that mean? Your pills are genetic? That doesn't make sense. Cause VA. Cause VA? Is that an abbreviation for something? Or you're saying because it's from the VA? I don't know. Listen, I got language processing issues, so work with me here. It says it's for mood. Are we talking about the do you know what diagnosis went along with that? So it's a mood stabilizer? On Monday, I had a meltdown because I took something very seriously at work. That boss said it was no big deal. Oops. Yeah, I mean, that's classic RSD bliss. We can all go through that. Forgive yourself. It's part of your disability. No bigs. Generic. Good call, Angel. Thank you. I was proactive and it annoyed people. I just don't get that. Neurotypicals are so dumb. Sorry. I don't mean that for real, but it's frustrating, isn't it? Where it's like where they villainize us for being thoughtful. I'm sorry, Bliss. This is why it's important for us to be in neurodivergent environments, because we get each other, you know. There were generic med names listed above. They may have been filtered. Oh, gotcha. Thank you, Baby Ray. Thanks for chiming in on that. It's a second generic antipsychotic. Okay, got it. Do you have a bipolar diagnosis? By the way, you don't have to answer any of this. I know this is sensitive information, but if you're wanting to be open about it, I would be curious if you also. Hi, Melanie. Welcome, my friend. Good to see you. What are you proud of today? What I was saying was, if you would like to troubleshoot this with me, I would be interested if you have a bipolar diagnosis, because that sounds like a bipolar med, which is pretty common with ADHD. Also, that would be bipolar 1 though, right? Which is psychosis, and bipolar 2 is the one without psychosis. Am I getting that right? Bipolar, the one without psychosis, is very often is a common misdiagnosis for ADHD because our hyperfocus, when we describe it, it sounds like mania. And if we have emotional dysregulation, that looks like manic depression. So doctors can get a little confused about that. Thanks for being patient, Rezo. I'm undiagnosed, but how can I motivate myself to clean after work and not get distracted? Charlotte, there's so much to unpack there, and as a coach, I would really have to do a lot of digging into like what your specific motivations are, because we all respond to things differently. So I'm really motivated by praise. Some people hate praise. I'm really motivated by candy. Other people hate candy. So I would look into your motivations. There's also like, if it's just that you get distracted and forget, there's reminders. There's ways to remind yourself. I'd have to look at your lifestyle and get creative about what the blockage is and how to fix it. So if you can be kind of specific about what exactly the mental block is, like what exactly is keeping you from following through, maybe we can kind of troubleshoot that a little bit. Melanie says, got one of my prescriptions renewed yesterday before it ran out. Yeah, nice one, Melanie. I'm careful with things that have, withdrawal. This one doesn't, so I'm always late. That makes sense. Yep. Good one, Melanie. Setting yourself up for success. I like it. Yeah, Bliss, I'm sorry. It's tough working harder than everybody else and then getting villainized for it is the worst part of being neurodivergent, I feel. Perhaps even worse than the emotional dysreg. Although that can lead to some pretty awful stuff. Get people to call you and tell you you're coming over. I hate, no. That would not work for me. I'm on stuff for stress and anxiety. Okay. And they gave me antipsychotic, huh? I would like to know what. See, I need to know, like, the mechanism of action. I need to know what it's doing in the brain to better understand. I need to know, is it working on serotonin or GABA? Like, if it's an antipsychotic, maybe it's got GABA? I'm not sure. Candy. I don't know what the H is for, but candy. I'm all about the candy. I got a whole candy community. I got a whole candy video series. I love candy. I don't forget. I just find anything else to do and I can't relax because I know I need to tidy. Yeah, that's some standard executive dysfunction. The prioritizing is tough for the brain. Accountability Because really what it kind of comes down to is task dread, right? Because you want to get it done, you just can't get yourself out. So yeah, there's lots of ways. I mean, I don't know if self-reward works for you. It does work for some people, but some people also are just like, I'm an adult, I'll give myself the reward anyway. Or, if you want to go, if you do it and want to come here for praise, we'll all celebrate you. Yeah, it sounds like you need another motivator in there. You need to connect it with something that does motivate you, that you enjoy. A lot of the things that I dread, I've managed to do by connecting someone I enjoy being with to it. Like going to the gym. I hate going to the gym, but I like being around my people. A friend came over last week and helped put together a table. Got so much cleaning done before. Like an hour, yeah. That's too stressful for me. And I don't really clean. I just throw things in piles and shove them in the closet, It's not helpful. I just stocked up on candy on my way back from the pharmacy yesterday. So bad for me, but dopamine. I feel fun. I've been very good about my candy intake lately, and it's been because I've made a rule for myself: no more candy in bed, because I was getting the munchies late at night, and I'd have them in my nightstand. Bad idea. Now I'm too tired to get up and go downstairs, so that's a good interrupter for me. Sometimes it's easier if I'm talking to someone on the phone. Oh, that's a good one. Yeah, I like that. What about when we're live? Does that help? A lot of people clean while they listen to these live sessions. And we can periodically do a go Charlotte, go Charlotte. I also have daily areas I clean with the expectation I only have to do 5 minutes. Oh, nice one, Bliss. You always end up doing more because you got that motivation. You got that momentum. That ADHD momentum, friends. That is your friend. Momentum is your friend. Sometimes if you're ever like paralyzed, you got so much executive dysfunction you can't move. Just do something. It doesn't matter what you do, but you'll give yourself momentum to do other things. That's a good rule, but tricky for me since I'm bedbound a lot of the time. Oh, bummer. Yeah. Yeah. Well, what would be a good rule for you? Can you put a rule around it? Like, I'll only have candy if I have protein and fiber first. Or, like, I've got to have so much good food in the last hour or something like that. Or what other rules could we make for Melanie and candy? I'm impressed you have daily areas that you clean, Bliss. That's routine. I sometimes set timers, but I spend longer than can't go on to the next task because I spent too long in the first one. Well, why not just, if you're somebody who struggles with transitions, why not just schedule the one thing at a time? I mean, if you know your momentum is strong, then use it. That's what I was just working on with my new client. To be fair, it fell off after a couple years because of stress, and I'm getting back to it. I'm proud of you for getting back to it. Getting back onto a habit is really difficult. I don't know, but we all do, Charlotte. Not to worry. You are not alone. A bird is throwing a fit. He's like, Mommy! I want to come hump your face. Of course, you don't have to thank me. We're all in this together. Listen, we are superheroes, but we are also dysfunctional. comes with a price, you know. Man, I'm tired. Why am I so tired? I have a lot of accumulated sleep deprivation. Eyes are all bloodshot. Well, have you guys been watching the podcast? If you have, where do you watch it or listen? Do you watch listen? And where? I get into a lot of trouble at work for my time management. I've nearly been sacked for lateness. Oh man, I'm sorry. Is that because of the having difficulty with transitions? Because yeah, could you just keep that in mind when you schedule your tasks? I don't know what you do or how that manifests or how that works. I watched the first one, really enjoyed it. Oh, good. Thanks, Melanie. Where did you watch it on YouTube or through the link on Facebook? Hi, Chaos. Going to get that fresh. Ooh. Going to get that fresh chat later. Bye, Bliss. Enjoy. I leave it too late to set off for work. Oh, wait. Oh, you literally being late to work. What did my work time for lateness? Okay, when you said time management, I was thinking like deadlines. Okay, got it. Oops. So we need to adjust our target, don't we? We need to have a new time. Don't leave later than this time, don't we? What's the current time that you leave the house? It was on YouTube. Good to know. Yeah, I hope that people watch it because I try to put in a lot of visual fun stuff. And there's a lot of like explainers visually. And I'm like, if people are just listening, they're not going to get the context. I love your videos. They make me feel seen. The first one I saw was the late diagnosis. Oh, I'm thrilled to hear that. Chaos. I felt all the bad feels after my late diagnosis. Yeah. It's not often talked about like how you just comb through your whole life and realize how the adults failed you and all the people in authority and the people who were supposed to help you and recognize your struggle instead villainized you. It's not cool. Yeah. But I'm glad that we have each other, and I'm glad that my videos are helping you heal. That is my purpose. Oh my goodness. Oh, I'm in pain. I haven't been to the gym in like 2 weeks. It's real bad. I might have to crap out early today, folks. I'm feeling real tired. I have been doing therapy of the K variety. I don't know if any of you know what I'm talking about, but it's been a game changer. It's helped me through life, highly recommend it. Trying to get a sponsorship. I've heard of it, but have not tried it yet. It's kind of expensive, but depending on who you go through, but it can be real expensive. But yeah, definitely has been it. game changer for me. All right, my friends. Well, sorry, I know that's contagious. I love you all. I'm going to cut it short just because I cannot stay awake for some reason. I'm massive fatigue right now. So I better go sleep it off. All right, my loves. Let's see. When can I be on next? Melissa and I are getting together tomorrow to plan new episodes. I wanted to film because we're going to go to a board game bar. It's called Beer for the Meeples. I'm so excited. I wanted to get footage, but she doesn't want to film. She gets very nervous. But that's tomorrow, which is why I went live today, because I know I wasn't going to be able to go live tomorrow. Maybe I could. Maybe I go before. Maybe I go a little early. I don't know. I think I do have like certain hourly requirements on my TikTok account for some reason, in order to keep my privileges. Thank you, Melanie. I will try. I have taken meds today, so it's unlikely. I hate that, where it makes you tired, but you can't actually sleep. You just lay there like. All right, my friends, I'm leaving. I love you all. I will try to be on soon again. Next week is actually going to start calming down for me, I think. And then I graduate soon. And then I have a lot of time after I graduate. I'm so excited. And then I'll actually get a routine going. And we'll have an official time day for these live sessions. So they're not so dumb. Okay. Good night, all. If I don't see you, have a wonderful weekend.